We kick off Season 3 by seeing our good pal Tyrion get absolutely no credit for the Battle of Blackwater Bay and is forced to relinquish his position of Hand of the King to his father Tywin. As Hand of the King, Tywin has betrothed Joffrey to Margaery Tyrell, and Joff is still batshit crazy. Tywin plans to wed Littlefinger to Lysa Arryn in order to secure the Vale. Then he also plans to wed Tyrion to Sansa Stark and Cersei to Loras Tyrell, and both his kids hate this idea. Tyrion is forced to marry Sansa Stark, Joffrey is a dick about it, and Tyrion gets drunk and makes a scene, capital D colon. Then, across the sea, Dany travels to Astapor to buy an army of Unsullied and is saved from drinking poison wine by Barristan Selmy, a former member of her father's Kingsguard. Dany offers to pay for all of the Unsullied and the slave translator Missandei with one of her dragons. Dany trades her dragon for the army of the Unsullied, only to pull an okey doke on the original owner of the Unsullied and has her dragon burn the owner alive by screaming Dracarys. She then has the Unsullied kill all the masters and offers to free them if they fight for her. Dany visits Yunkai next, where she meets Daario Naharis, who ends up killing the two other leaders of the mercenary company, the Second Sons, and pledges his allegiance to her. Daario, Jorah, and leader of the Unsullied Grey Worm infiltrate Yunkai and take control of the entire city for Dany. Bran keeps having dreams about a three-eyed crow, and a boy comes to him in his dream. This boy ends up being Jojen Reed, who thinks Bran is super special or something, which is really weird if a boy comes to you in your dreams. And then Jojen and his sister Mira want to help Bran on his journey. Arya gets nabbed by the Brotherhood Without Banners. The Brotherhood Without Banners then captures the Hound, and Beric Dondarrion sentences him to trial by combat. The Hound kills Beric, but Beric is brought back to life by Thoros of Myr, a Red Priest, or one who worships the Lord of Light. Arya escapes the Brotherhood Without Banners, but is then captured by the Hound. Jesus, Arya, figure it out. Theon has been captured and is being tortured by some dudes, and he is really getting messed the F up. Theon escapes his captors with the help of a cleaning boy, but Shyamalan twist, the cleaning boy helped Theon only to lead him back to where he got tortured because it was just a cruel joke, and the cleaning boy was in charge the whole time, so Theon's just up shit's creek without a paddle, and then he gets castrated. Yeah, he does. And then Yara, his sister, comes to save Theon, but Theon won't leave because he's got like Stockholm Syndrome, basically, from all the torturing. And his new name is no longer Theon, it's Reek, which is gross. Catelyn freed Jaime Lannister from Robb's prison and sent him to King's Landing with Brienne in order to exchange Jaime for Sansa and Arya. But along the way, Jaime and Brienne get captured by Roose Bolton's men. Jaime then gets his hand chopped off for talking way too much. And we find out why Jaime killed the Mad King. Roose Bolton then sends Jaime back to King's Landing as a sign of good faith towards Jaime's father Tywin, and Jaime saves Brienne from a bear and takes her with him. Jon prepares to climb the wall with his group of wildling friends to attack the Night's Watch, while the Night's Watch men who are at Craster's mutiny and kill Commander Mormont. Sam escapes the mutiny with one of Craster's daughter wives, Gilly, and her baby boy, who would have been sacrificed to a White Walker. Jon, Ygritte, and Tormund climb the wall. Sam then kills a White Walker with dragonglass. Sam and Gilly continue to run and actually run into Bran and company at one of the old Night's Watch outposts along the wall, where Bran is able to warg into Hodor's head, which means Bran can take control of people, which is crazy, banana land crazy. Jon is actually then found out to be a spy for the Night's Watch and has to escape after killing a few wildlings. And Sam makes his way to Castle Black, but Ygritte, Jon's love, hunts him down and shoots arrows in him, but couldn't kill him because she loves him. Robb Stark was originally supposed to marry one of Walder Frey's girls, but instead fell in love with a woman from Volantis who was a medic in his army, and offers to wed his uncle Edmure to a Frey daughter, so that they can then become lords of the Riverlands. And then we get Edmure's wedding. Edmure marries Walder Frey's daughter Rosamund, and the wedding's great and beautiful and all this stuff. And then the Rains of Castamere play. Robb stands in front of Walder Frey. Walder proclaims that he could never forgive Robb for his betrayal. Robb is then shot with 3 bolts from a crossbow, where the band is playing. Roose Bolton then comes up and then stabs him. Catelyn cuts the throat of one of Walder Frey's daughters and then has her own throat cut. And we watch as one of the Frey men brutally stab Robb's wife, Talisa, in her pregnant stomach over and over again. And all of the Stark men are being brutally murdered at the home of the Freys in what would later become known as the Red Wedding.
The #DORK podcast.